Welcome to Maine, where clean water, farm-fresh ingredients, and the creativity of rugged souls combine to create craft beer, spirits, and fine wines known around the world. With well over 100 craft breweries, distilleries, and wineries open in Maine, there's so much opportunity to create a tailored adventure in every corner of this great state. Join us each week as we meet the makers and toast to the economic impact that the craft beverage scene is having in our state. Cheers from Maine.
Hello everyone, I'm Dan Tilton with Skowhegan Savings Bank, and we are proud to be the presenting sponsor of Cheers from Maine. We're excited to show you the craft brewing, distilling, and wine industry here in Maine and the positive economic impact these industries are having on our state. At Skowhegan Savings Bank, we've been helping Mainers with their banking needs for over 150 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, open a new checking account, or grow your business, we're here for you. So please stop in at one of our 12 locations throughout the state of Maine. We would love to see you. Cheers from Skowhegan Savings.
Maine is a big state full of nooks and crannies, views, lakes, mountains, and bold coastlines just waiting to be explored. If you have a sense of adventure, openness to try new things, and a desire to hit the road, then you and me will get along great. After 10 years spent traveling around the state, I've learned that nothing pairs better with local beer than some outdoor adventure. So join me as I head around the state, visiting breweries for great beer and outdoor adventures. You're not going to see a big sign, but the big pallet of malt is a good indication. We're here at a brewery, Waterman's Beach in South Thomaston, and it's outdoor beers here. Come join me on the deck.
Hi, I'm Anna Frost. Welcome to Waterman's Beach Brewery in South Thomaston in Maine's beautiful mid-coast. 35 years ago, this started as a lobster shack. So everyone in the family in this area, they're all lobstermen. And they decided they were going to open their own place. And it was run by the woman who lives across the street for a while, and then her daughter, who lives behind her, took over. And when she retired, her son decided that he was going to open a distillery, and the town of South Thomaston wasn't too keen on that idea, but they actually suggested that he open a brewery.
Okay, great.
So he went from lobster fishing to opening a brewery, and brought Brad on board to be the brewer because he didn't really know a whole lot about brewing, being a lobsterman. And so they started it up in 2019, and here we are today.
If you're local and you're coming here all the time, what's like the go-to beer people are after when they show up to Waterman's Beach?
Well, the one that we sell the most of by far is our Hydroslave IPA. The Hydroslave is a piece of equipment, well, it's an equipment manufacturer that's used by the local fishermen to help haul their gear. It's a West Coast style IPA, 6.5%, nice malt backbone with some, nice hop flavors to it, traditional hop flavors.
So lagers take a little bit longer to ferment. And,
Absolutely.
You've carved it at this point?
Yep. Actually, we just transferred it over and carved it yesterday. So this is actually the first taste of it.
Great.
And you're here for it.
Let's try it. I'm
Absolutely.
in. Awesome. Hey, cheers.
Absolutely.
Delicious.
Perfect.
Might you or Brad know some places nearby where we might be able to catch some stripers?
Well, if you don't tell anybody. If you go to the Gig River back in South Thomaston,
cool.
Right over the bridge there's a nice little gut that you can, there's a beach that goes down, and you can stop right there.
I might have to
toss a line out.
ask Brad to take me over there in a little bit here, see if we can catch a couple stripers.
He might show you.
Checking the tide, flowing out. Any bites? Not a hidden spot, right along the main drag. Sometimes when you're fishing, you're in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes you're right off the main drag. We're still here in Thomaston, South Thomaston. And we're looking for striped bass. Been migrating up from the south. High tide's dropping right now. You can see the river is really flowing out. Well, no fish today, but we've had beers by the ocean. We're in a beautiful spot fishing for striped bass. You can't be mad at that. From South Thomaston, cheers!
I'm Don Littlefield of Maine Brews Cruise. For 10 years now, we've been using our brew bus to bring thousands of thirsty guests to learn about Maine's incredible breweries, wineries, and distilleries. For our tours, we have to stay up to date on all of the new businesses that are opening up around the state. I want to share that knowledge with you. Hop on board and join me to find out about the new kids on the block.
Hey everybody, welcome to Bath Ale Works. We're located in Wiscasset on the beautiful Maine mid-coast. We opened here Memorial Day weekend 2021. Started home brewing in 1993. Had always been interested in beer and was working at Goddard Space Flight Center at the time, and one of my coworkers was into home brewing and beer, and we just started a natural rapport, and he basically got me started. Before I became a professional brewer, I was a scientist engineer at Goddard Space Flight Center, essentially helping communications, which was a lot of fun. I grew up in Old Orchard Beach, class of '78, and always wanted to come back home. This whole project journey started just based on an email from my son in August of 2015. I was sitting at work and he emailed, said, "Hey Dad, Bath Ale Works and Bath Lager Works are still names available in Maine for breweries." And we exchanged some ha-ha emails because I was not in any way, shape, or form seriously thinking of starting a real brewery, although every home brewer in the back of his mind thinks he can do it. Over the next few days, weeks, the name Bath Ale Works really started to dig its claws into me, and it had an immediate buy-in to the Mid-Coast community, being a playoff of Bath Iron Works, obviously. We originally wanted to be in Bath. We looked at several places, just couldn't find something that was the right size or that didn't require extensive renovations. We finally decided if we were going to do this, we had to look outside of Bath. And fortunately, we found this location in Wiscasset, and Wiscasset has been wonderful and very welcoming, and here we are. The theme for our beers is more along the traditional British continental styles, and we do have an IPA and a double IPA on tap, but we have 10 other beers on tap, each one a completely unique style. And we do the best that we can to stick to the traditional styles as they're defined. Everything from American blonde ales to British brown ales to a Scotch ale. We do have a very sizable number of regulars who come in. Some of them come in almost every night we're open, which is really great. And they're not just customers, they become very good friends as well. We would love to meet you. We have a tremendous number of friends that we already made in the past year, so come on in.
I hope you've enjoyed this look into one of Maine's newest craft producers. For more information about all of the new openings in the state, visit these websites, and cheers from Maine Brews Cruise.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, we're here every step of the way. With the current real estate market being so competitive, availability and speed really matters. Here at Skowhegan Savings Bank, our community bankers answer their phone after hours and on weekends, so you get your answers fast. Your loan will not be sold, and it'll be serviced by our local Maine team. We look forward to working with you. Visit skowhegan.com or any of our 12 Maine locations to get started.
Welcome to the Forks, everyone. Dan, I'm excited to be here.
Oh, so am I. There's so much happening in the Forks. It's a beautiful day, and I can't wait to get inside of this General. I've got a Ranger at home, but man, this thing is jacked up. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to hit the trails, and then afterwards, we're gonna head just in back of us here to Kennebec River Brewing and grab a cold frosty pint.
What a plan. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm one of the co-owners of 201 Power Sports.
We're up here at our Forks location in the West Forks, Maine at Northern Outdoors. At 201 Power Sports, we rent ATVs, side-by-side, slingshots, and then we rent snowmobiles in the winter, of course. And so that's pretty much what we do up here at our Forks location. We just focus on rentals and really the vacation experience at this, great lodge with a swimming pool, hot tub, full pub and restaurant, microbrewery right here on site. And so we started our business in 2016 doing paperwork and some pontoon trips, and then really took off and flourished when we got in our Bingham facility in 2017. And here we are today. So our season typically runs from Memorial Weekend, the end of May, right through October-ish, first couple of weeks of October. Our busiest part of the year is in the July and August timeframe, right before people are getting ready to go back to school and things like that. And then we get into leaf peepers. Then we get a nice little break, a little calm down. Well, sort of. We're out of state a lot doing snowmobile shows, visiting folks in New York and New Hampshire and Maine, Massachusetts. And then after that break, we jump right into our snowmobile season and really get rocking and rolling. The community's been great. I mean, we coming into it, your concern is there's a lot of rafting businesses that all want the same, that want our service. So, how competitive are they within one another, and does that work? And honestly, all in all, I mean, it's been a really good experience being up here in the Forks. The community has been very supportive and sent us, as much business as they could that they have referrals for. Like you said, this is a town of, 31 people that live here year round. So the local support isn't really there so much in the patronism, but it's certainly there as it relates to the local businesses and their energy to drive traffic our way.
Yeah, here at the Forks location, we have 4 ATVs, 6 2-seat Generals, and 6 4-seat Razors. We also have a couple slingshots that are supposed to be here as soon as they can get delivered. So
our vehicles all come from Polaris Adventures, which is a new subsidy of Polaris Inc., where we actually lease them. So our customers are getting brand new vehicles every year, the latest and greatest technology, and we're not turning wrenches quite as much, trying to keep up with that mechanical value and providing our customer with a top-notch experience. So the relationship with Northern Outdoors has been perfect for that, because one of the key components Polaris was looking for, was the lodging facility that encompassed the all-inclusive experience, and they certainly are that. The Kennebec River Brewery is a wonderful establishment. Their microbrews are the finest. It's a good place for you to go after you're done being responsible on our rental. Then you can go up and enjoy a cold beer in a tall frosty mug.
Oh yeah. This is awesome, man. That was fun, man. What do you say we go up to Kennebec River Brewing and grab a beer?
Let's do it.
yeah, if anybody's interested in booking, you can call Northern Outdoors or you can call us directly. That way the booking can be done. You can go online and make your booking. We'd love to have you come visit us.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate with Make-A-Wish Maine. For 30 years now, Make-A-Wish has been granting life-changing wishes for children battling critical illnesses here in Maine. Our supporters, volunteers, and community partners join forces to bring hope to Wish kids and their families when it is needed most. Wishes provide kids the opportunity to visit someplace magical, the chance to meet their hero, the ability to have something they never thought possible. To learn more about how you can join us in making wishes possible, visit our website at maine.wish.org.
Hi, I'm Emily Yearwood. Welcome to Northern Outdoors, home of the Kennebec River Brewery in the Forks, Maine. So we're a year-round outdoor adventure resort. And in 1996, Jim Yearwood, actually my father, started Kennebec River Brewery. He was a river guide at the time and kind of pitched this business plan to the owner, Wayne Hochmeyer, and convinced him that it would be a good idea to start a brewery right here in the basement. So Kennebec River Brewery was born, and the first beers flowed in 1997 from the taps right here at the restaurant. And that they've been flowing ever since. We have like 8 to 9 beers on tap at all times. Anything from our lighter beers would be our summer ale or a deer in the headlight, brewed with some pale malt. So we have our Magic Hole IPA, which is our flagship ale. It's the first beer that was poured from the taps here And it's a hoppier beer with a little bite at the end. And then our brewer's choice right now is actually a New England IPA, so that more hazy, juicy IPA. One of the benefits of Kennebec River Brewery being at Northern Outdoors, an adventure resort, is that we have this big lodge with a pool and hot tub, lots of outdoor deck seating, so there's room for your family or group of friends to kind of roam. And there's lodging here, so we have 15 freestanding cabins for groups from couples, like a group of 1 or 2, to groups of 16 out in our cabins, plus like a full campground across the street for riverside camping, cabin tents, RV sites, all that jazz. Locals like to come in and try out the craft brewery because we don't have any craft beer around here. The closest would be Skowhegan. So we've got some locals that come in and hang out, and then we have a large population that comes in the summertime to go whitewater rafting, ATVing. We're right off the ATV trails, so it's a popular spot for people to stop in off the trails. And then the same thing goes for snowmobiling season. So a lot of people stop in off ITS 87 to pop in for lunch or dinner. It's a very popular spot off the snowmobile trails. We offer our beer, obviously, but we also have some awesome food that our cooks and chefs cook up. Some of our more popular items would be our burgers, pizza, wings, tons of apps, and lots of other pub food.
So we just started canning this spring for the first time. Today was our second canning run, and our friends from State 64 down in New Hampshire, Tim and Joel, they come up and they bring in their canning equipment for us, and we kind of just are there to help them out wherever's needed. And that's why a lot of everything's pushed aside right now to make room for the canning equipment. The brewery's kind of a mess, but we were able to make close to 2,000 cans today, and we sell most of it in-house, pretty much all of it, but we did start selling some cases up at Barry's General Store. It's about 6 miles north on 201, and they reached out to us, which I was super stoked about, and seems like they've been doing pretty well, and they've been asking for more beer, so that's always a good sign.
All right, Matt, this is a really cool space you have here. Tell us a little bit about your brewing process.
Yeah, so this is where the actual brewing goes down. We have the mash tun over there where we mix the grain with hot water, and that's how we extract the sugars that the yeast is eventually going to eat. Then we transfer it to the kettle over here, boil it, mix in some hops, and then eventually it gets transferred over to the fermentation room behind us. And after that, we condition it in some kegs. Then we transfer it across the hallway to the serving cooler where the lines are hooked up, and it gets served to the taps upstairs.
Ah, taps upstairs. Sounds like it's time for beer.
And some food.
All right, let's do it.
Connor, here's your beer.
Thank you.
Matt, thanks for telling us about the brewing process. Thank you guys for coming.
Emily, thanks for having us. Cheers from the Forks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, this is Jaeger from Berlin City Auto Group. We believe that our community is stronger when we face challenges together. Over the past year, we were able to raise $71,000 for 25 schools across New England. These grants went to special teachers and classrooms to support a variety of needs. Some as simple as clothing and boots to outdoor activity center and even a self-sustaining lettuce farm. To learn more and nominate your school, visit berlincity.com.
At Aristal, we specialize in bra fit, so we work with women on a one-on-one basis to provide them comfortable, well-fitting bras for their everyday life, as well as for those moments of fun. And although someone might look at this store and what we do and think, oh, it's just a lingerie store, I challenge you to think about what lingerie is in completely different terms. Because for a woman, it's the first layer she puts on her body every day. And it's going to set the tone for not only how she goes about her day, but how she feels about herself. And that's always going to have a ripple effect in her life and the lives of her loved ones and those that she reaches every day.
Hi, I'm Jesse Field.
And I'm Ashley Field, and you're on the top of Blinn Hill in Dresden, Maine.
Welcome to Fields Blueberries.
We are an organic wild blueberry farm, and we've been organic since 2000. And I grew up here, and we've been commercial blueberry harvesting my whole life.
About 5 years ago, we started to take on some value-added products. So now we're making blueberry chips and blueberry powder, and we're harvesting the blueberry leaves too to make teas and tinctures.
Wild blueberries are a uniquely Maine product, packed with lots of nutrients and good healthy stuff, plus they taste good.
We do have a weekend where we open up our farm every year, and it's Wild Blueberry Weekend. It's August 6th and 7th. We really make it an educational event so people get the full experience of the blueberries, from harvesting to winnowing to the products that are made, as well as other things like craft and food vendors, and just a celebration of the harvest and wild blueberries.
Much like Maine Maple Sunday, it's an opportunity to really connect with the local food producers and get out and see how things are done and grown and handled. We look forward to seeing you on August 6th and 7th for Wild Blueberry Weekend.
Come celebrate the wild blueberry harvest with us. Join in on some family fun activities, some live music, some great blueberry products, and just all around family fun.
For more information on visiting one of the 14 farms participating in Wild Blueberry Weekend, visit wildblueberryweekend.com. On this episode, we've traveled all over the state, introducing you to new places and activities, and now it's time to eat. Whether you're catching a game, playing trivia, or meeting up with some friends for some bites and brews, these bars are hopping.
Hi everyone, welcome to The Moose. We're a local sports bar located in the town of Falmouth, Maine, and I am the owner, Bob. So we opened in February of 21 during a pandemic, great idea. And we filled a void out here, I think, that was necessary. We are a local sports pub, got a ton of TVs, great upscale gastro food, and just a good town place to hang out and watch a game. We have a lot of people come in for all the games, and we also have a lot of people that come in for the food. So we have 17 TVs in here. Pretty much I was asked once a little while ago if we could fit another TV in here, and the answer is no. They range anywhere from 70-inch to 86-inch, and we set it up. We wanted to make sure that no matter where you sat here, you're going to see multiple TVs. We have games on all the time. We have 22 seats at the bar, along with various seatings, high tops, low tops. We have outdoor seating out back in the backyard at the Moose. We have cornhole tournaments and have a lot of fun out there. As far as the rest of it goes, I mean, we just built this to be a comfortable place. I built it to be a place that I would want to go and watch a game and hang out with some friends. And we do all kinds of things like cribbage tournaments and, like I said, cornhole and all kinds of stuff like that. So we have a lot of variety of people here that we try to make sure they all have fun when they come in. There's no shortage of Maine draft beers, or beers in general from Maine, and some of the best in the world. So we have 16 beers on draft, and they range everywhere from Moosehead to Lunch and Tubular and everything else in between. We have rotating tap lines. We use all the local breweries, and we also have a bunch of staples like your Miller Lite and Bud Light.
Hi there, I'm Sonia. I'm one of the bartenders here at the Moose. To go along with our extended beer and craft brew list, we also have some amazing cocktails. This month's special cocktail is a blueberry margarita made with an in-house blueberry syrup, and our favorite tequila being Hornitos Silver.
We do an upscale pub food menu, so all our stuff is made in-house. All our sauces, all our dressings are all made from scratch in-house, and that's one of the things we're proud of, and I think it makes a difference. You can taste the difference in everything we have, and everything's fresh and really good. So some of the few great items on our menu, we have the pan-fried Brussels sprouts, we have the hand-battered and dipped chicken tenders, garlic parm, and buffalo chicken, the homemade mac and cheese, the huge Falmouth steak and cheese. We also have the Tex-Mex chicken salad, and our favorite is the classic burger with bacon, American cheese, and homemade fries. Thanks for coming by the Moose in Falmouth, Maine. Next time you're in town, swing on by. You will not be disappointed.
Oh, no. Oh, it's so good too. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. Guys, cheers.
Cheers.
For having us.
Thanks.
I guess we need content for the outtakes too, huh? Jesus, sorry about that.
It's all right.
It's my first beer. Spending some time throwing lures on top of the bridge.